live stream all about Come In, the first song in the show. It's the first song in the show. It was in the original show, and I wrote it all the way back in 2017. That was 8 years ago. And I remember when I first came up with the concept for the storyteller, I knew he was going to have a song in the first episode. That was going to be the beginning of the show, was the storyteller's song. And I thought for a long time about what that song would be, and I had a lot of different ideas and like versions, but none of those sounded anything like what Come In is. And it was one night, actually. It was I was on vacation with my family in Florida, and we had just gone to see Finding Neverland, the musical. And I remember on the way there, I was listening to music in my headphones, and I was thinking about the song that the storyteller would sing. And I don't know, I've had this experience before. Like, I'll go to see a movie or I'll go to see a musical, and I'll come home, or I'll like go upstairs to my room and I'll feel really inspired musically. I've written a lot of songs just by having watched a really good movie beforehand, or in this case, I watched Finding Neverland. And yeah, let me turn my piano on too. It all started when I knew that the first words of the song were going to be "Come in, come in." So I just came up with a few notes that would match that. Come in, and it all went from there. So I remember back in Florida, I didn't have my computer and everything, so when I first wrote out Come In, it was just on GarageBand on my phone. So I don't have that anymore. I'd love to have that, but what I can tell you for sure is that Come In has always had this little organ pattern underneath. Like that. So I'll play a little bit of just the isolated organ track here. Do a story I designed, just so you can hear it. It's just this. We skip a little further ahead. That's one organ sound. This one right here, I have it titled Show Organ. It's actually like an octave lower there. And so these top two tracks right here are that this second one here that I've selected right now is just the bass. And then up top we have the chords all together. They create just that little riff, and that repeats basically throughout the whole song on that instrument. There's also little, just little things built in there like this right here, or towards the end for sure those organs really explode. Then we got all this. Some crazy pipe organs for some Come In action. So that's all the organs in Come In. I know an organ is just a very specific instrument, but it's pretty much the foundation of this song. The next big instrument that I knew was going to be in this song from the very beginning, and in fact a lot of the original ideas that I had for the storyteller's first song were solely based on the accordion. So of course there has to be some accordion. we listen to that over Elk Stairs recording?
This is the show, it's a story I've designed. Each twist and turn read carefully, each chapter said in ordered lines. Come in, you don't know what you'll find. I am the...
Speaking of Elk Stairs recording, I've always done this in every version of Come In that I've ever made, whether it's the original version from 2020 or an old demo of mine. Whenever the storyteller sings this line, each chapter set in ordered lines, I always like to add a little bit of a higher octave version of the vocal. So here's just that.
Chapter set in ordered lines, come in.
Sounds very pitched up, but that's on purpose if you play it.
Each twist and turn read carefully, each chapter said in ordered lines. Come in,
You can't really tell, and it adds a nice little chorus effect right on the end. And that, right there in the song, it's gonna be really loud.
Each twist and turn read carefully, each chapter said in ordered lines. Come in.
Right there. It really ramps up, so it all just... I love that the vocals also play into that. And... another thing here, this is a thing that I changed for 2025. It wasn't like this in the original 2020 version of Come In. But if I solo just these, like the Glocks and the miscellaneous, this is the end of the song. Wasn't that easy to hear, but that little melody right there is in a few other tracks as well, I believe. But that right there, it just sort of adds a little layer to that line. Each chapter set in ordered lines. If we get that. Yeah. Each chapter set in ordered lines. Come in. It is in there. I'll play just the instrumental for that part there. Another thing about Come In is it's made up of 5 distinct parts, or verses, you could say. They're all pretty much the same. The first 2 are the very beginning of the song. This is the first one. It's really just the organ. Let me turn the vocals on so you know where we are.
Concern, we'll start with new beginnings and watch the future burn. Come in.
And then it repeats.
Come one, come all, make yourself at home. I need to worth your
Second
while.
verse goes into the third verse, and here is where we modulate up a key. We go from F minor, and then we do this, where we go up the organ. We end on F sharp minor. We're 1/2 step above where we were key signature wise, but that's where we stay for the third verse. The fourth section is the instrumental section, where we see the storyteller walking up the staircase and putting the Victorian soundtrack into the little player. And then when we go to the finale of the song, we modulate into D major here for this little piece. And then it turns into G minor, which is 1/2 step above F sharp minor. So the whole song pretty much goes up and up the further along you get in it, ending on that G minor, which I've always liked. Trying to think if there's anything else in this song that is of note. I mean, I think that's just about it. How about I play it just once through, and maybe I'll take some tracks out as it's playing so we can hear some different parts, just to get a little listen onto the inner workings, the machinations of the song. And we'll call it a day.
Come in to a story I've designed. The world's about to change now, so don't just stay outside. Come in, the means and ways are not your concern. We'll start with new beginnings and watch the future burn. Come in.
Get just the drums. The electric piano.
Lights come in, you don't know what you'll find. I am the storyteller, get used to this odd state of mind.
I also love that Elkstare does that at the end when you can't hear it in the show, but he does this. Let me get just the...
Don't know what you'll find. I am the storyteller guide.
That's awesome. I think that's about it for Come In. I don't know what else there is to say about it. There's been a bunch of different versions of the animation of this song. There's 3. There's the original 2018 version, which was like the first thing I ever animated. There's the one from the original version of the show, and then there's the one in the pilot that just came out. So yeah, that's Come In. That's the storyteller's first song. I love that song. I've had that song for many, many years. And if you're watching this, I'm assuming that you like this song, so I'm glad you like it. Thank you for liking it. And if you have any questions about Come In or anything like that, let me know in the comments. I'm going to share all of the stems to this song on my Patreon along with some other songs from the show, and I'm going to do videos like this where I talk about those songs as well. And so yeah, until next time, thanks for watching The Adam Hendrickson Show.